Hello, so today we are in Tartu. Tartu is the second largest city in Estonia. Oh yeah, and it's really pretty.
It's a uni town.
It's a university.
City, it's not even town, city.
Yeah, it's a city.
Yes,
It's a university. And it has like lots of period buildings. A lot of buildings that Narva probably used to have, but were blown up as we spoke about earlier, whereas Tartu has remained mostly intact.
It's got a bit different like style, isn't it?
Yeah, it almost looks like Sweden took it over at some point, which they did. So that might have a lot to do with the architecture. But there's plenty to do here. We've been here before, but we'll try and show you a few of those places that you can do for free and some things you can do for a fee. So we're at the Botanical Gardens in Tartu. It's also got a natural history museum in here. We might have a little pop in, see how much it costs. It's very pretty. And there's a big greenhouse behind me, but yeah, there's a big greenhouse behind me, and it's like minus 2 degrees today, so we might want to go in. Yeah, it's a bit frosty, so I'm tempted to go in just for the warmth. So here we took our tester photos. I'm looking at my wife here. Before getting married, so we had a photographer, which we picked. He took some really good pictures. Paul Mayasar. But he made us come here to test how we looked for free, just to get to know us. And he was very good. He liked us because we smiled. The Estonians don't really smile in pictures, do they, Christina? Not all of them. They do this. That's how Estonians take pictures. We should have got married there, Christina.
I know. There's no waiting your place. That's gorgeous.
Or should we have got married at all?
Oh yeah, that's another question.
All these fish here want Christina to fall in, and they're going to eat you alive, Christina.
Oh, but they will.
I mean, look how many there are. This is getting a bit silly now.
My.
I'm going to suggest that the behaviour of those fish suggests that people are not following these rules. It's very grand, except for they've got a plastic chair set from Argos back in 1972 or something. But other than that, it's fine. Lovely. Camera steamy up in here, Christina.
And my glasses.
Is that you, or is that just the greenhouse? It's a hell of a tall building. There's a lift as well.
Huh?
Christina, I want you to stroke this leaf here for me, please.
I know that one.
Oh, you know
it. Yeah.
Yeah, do it. Look. They bend in. Isn't that fascinating?
Yeah.
Washington robust. This is the biggest thing in there. Oh look, it's telling us how it's 80% humidity, I'm going to say, and it's 24.3 degrees in there. And look at the size, and the battery goes right to the top, like literally to the top of this big greenhouse. Up you go. It's like Tarzan. You're like Jane from Tarzan, Christina. Oh, that was my Tarzan impression, the muted one. There it is. Now these plants are pitcher plants. I know this from the old David Attenborough programme. If I remember correctly, and feel free to let me know, but these plants encourage birds to lick the flower part and then defecate or poo into the pitcher, and then this gives the pitcher plant more nutrients. I think I've got that correct. Like film Inception, you're filming me and I'm filming you. If you're looking for somewhere warm to go in Tartu and it's cold outside, come here for €3. You get some warmth, you get the sights, you get to look at some of the birds.
Especially when it's like -3.
Yeah, so instead of going to a coffee shop and spending €5 on a drink for an overpriced coffee, you come here, €3, and you get to explore a jungle in Tartu.
Touch that. Touch it.
Oh, that's like the nicest
Oh my God.
feeling wood ever. It's like velvet.
Yeah, it's like velvet, isn't it? That looks great.
That's really nice wood. You touch that wood, Christina. Soft wood.
Oh my god.
It's quite a contrasting background here. We've got the cacti and then the church in the background.
It should be winter on the holiday here, like.
Yeah, in fact it's like -2 outside. Christina's obsessed with potatoes, like every Estonian. Meat and potatoes.
I'm not obsessed with meat. Don't eat meat then.
Potatoes though, you love them.
No, not really.
There you are reading a sign about potatoes.
It's exciting, isn't it?
Potatoes are not exciting. What are you doing? The Galev shop, which is just basically the main chocolate maker in Estonia.
Yeah.
So many
Oh,
chocolates.
That's Dad, that's Galavibor, that's the Galavibor, that's the mum.
Oh, so they're all giants.
This is the Tartu University.
So we're just heading up to one of my favourite buildings in Tartu. It's the observatory. I'm a bit of an amateur astrophotographer, or I wouldn't even say I'm an astrophotographer, I'm a bit of an amateur astronomer, so I have a telescope back in Wales. So here's a bit of a mind blower for you, and some connections I have with Estonia before I even knew I was going to get married to Christina. So basically, Ernst Oppik, am I saying no, I'm not saying that right?
Ernst Oppik.
Ernst Oppik was an astronomer, really famous in Estonia. In fact, he did lots of work, including a lot of work to do with the Oort cloud. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that properly, but he determined that there must be fresh comets coming from somewhere. And he also did lots of other things, like helping to calculate the distance the Andromeda galaxy is from our own galaxy. But what's really interesting is his grandson is Lembit Oppik. Now, Lembit Oppik, pronounced in Britain Lembit Oppik,
Oppik means a book, actually, a study book.
Ah, there we are then. He was my old representative in the House of Parliament. He was my old...
Not all of them.
So Lembit Oppik, as we pronounce it in Britain, but Lembit Oppik, he was my politician, my representative in the House of Parliament, where I used to live, in Powys or Montgomeryshire. So it's quite funny. And I'll tell you one funny story about Lembit Oppik. So Lembit once brought the cheeky girls to Machantjath, because he used to be he used to go out with one of them. And if you don't know who the cheeky girls are, there's this silly song, you can Google it. So like when it's New Year's Eve, we go there sometimes, where you like suit up and you try and like basically go to, it's basically a ball, a New Year's Eve ball. A lot of important people go there, or people who want to feel important for that one day, isn't it, Christina?
I just want to feel fancy for once in your life.
Yeah, if you want to feel fancy for once in your life, you go there. What else did you say it was, Christina?
The theatre, the concert house.
Yes, we went to watch Phantom of the Opera there, haven't we?
Well, we watched everything there.
Yeah, and the other one, what was the other one? The Andrew Lloyd Webber one. Don't Cry For Me, Argentina, what's that called again?
Oh my god.
Oh, we've gone blank. So I went to Tartu to sort out my visa. Basically because of Brexit, I'm only allowed 90 days here, and basically I've been sort of like for the last, well, since about the beginning of September, just sort of tickling away, getting my visa sorted. But then, and we were told when we went there, like, all you need to do is like fill in the forms, 10 days max, and then like you turn up and you just drop off your documents or have a quick appointment and then it's sorted. The trouble is you've got to book an appointment. Now the appointment slots were fully booked in October and November, and basically throughout middle of December. So like even if I'd have started it in October, it'd been 30 days October, I couldn't do it. Another 31 days in October, 30 days in November, that's 61 days. A good 10-15 days in December, then the first slot's available, and then it takes 10 days to process, and by that point my 90 days is up. Plus Christmas to consider in terms of working days. So really messy. So hopefully we're going to have to now turn up every day at the immigration centre and just queue up and hope that they'll just let us go through it. Now, we have everything ready, like all the paperwork's done, health insurance, everything's ready to go. We just need to literally hand it in and then go, yep, this is all looking good. You'll have 10 days. That's all we've got to do. Anyway, thanks for watching. Christina and I will be travelling somewhere else. I hope you really enjoyed the content. If you do, then please like and subscribe. Christina's currently playing Counter-Strike. And Christina, say like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Thank you, please.